Hello, this is Mark Bergman, and on the eve of kindergarten and elementary school registration week for the EMSB between January 31st and February 4th, the English Montreal School Board is celebrating its commitment to diversity and inclusivity. This special six-day event continues today with St. Gabriel Elementary School in Point St. Charles. At St. Gabriel Elementary School, students have been engaging in a visual arts activity related to personal image and led by artist and St. Gabriel parent Anna Jane McIntyre and the school's visual arts specialist Naomi Aldrich. Miss Aldrich is joining us today. Hello, Miss Aldrich. Thank you for being on the chat with us. Looking forward to talking to you. Hi. Music teacher John Dodge is here as well. Hello, Mr. Dodge.
Hi.
Hi. Grade 6 student Tristan Tun Jun Yin is here. Hello, Tristan.
Hello.
Looking forward to talking to you. And last but not least, of course, the principal, Mr. Jim Daskalakis.
Hello,
Welcome.
everybody. Hello,
Chat.
everybody.
Hello. So I guess we'll start with Miss Aldrich. I'd like to know more about the program you've been undertaking. It seems like a fascinating program. Tell us more about it.
Yeah, so we've been extremely lucky to have artist and parent from our school, Anna Jane McIntyre, come into our school as part of the English Language Arts Network grant program. It's the Artist Inspire grant program. And so the project we've been working on is entitled We Are Family. And it's a unique project in that it integrates music and visual arts. And the students are actually going to be creating an installation, so an art exhibit around the musical performance. So our plan is to create a music video featuring our school choir and band accompanied by sign language interpretation in both sign languages, so LSQ, Langue des Signes Québécoise, and ASL, American Sign Language, as well as captioning. So the theme for the project as a whole is magic realism, basically creating a magical space for our musical performers. And through the creation project, Anna Jane and I are aiming to nurture an inclusive creative environment in which each student involved has the opportunity to explore their personal expression and individual creativity while working towards a community artwork. So the joy of self-expression paired with participating in a diverse community allows for a naturally inclusive approach to art making, we think. Because of the pandemic and the delay to the return to school, we did have to slow down our project a little bit, but it's been kind of great because it's given us a bit more time to expand our creative process and time to ensure that each of the students take away a strong sense of ownership in the work that they're creating.
Looking forward to hearing more about it. Can you talk to us about how the subject of visual arts as a whole is used as a tool to promote diversity?
Yeah, well, I mean, when it comes to the arts, there really are no borders, and there shouldn't exist any borders. And, you know, art comes from everywhere. It's all around us, every culture, everything about our lives we can sort of trace through the arts. And creative artists are influenced by all genres. So it's part of the creative process to acknowledge our differences and our similarities. And through this creative process, we're able to better understand ourselves and certainly better able to understand others. So in fact, one of the visual arts competencies that's part of our visual arts program has to do with producing authentic personal works based on self-expression and where student productions reflect their individual personalities, past experiences, and future aspirations. So regardless of where they come from or what their backgrounds are.
St. Gabriel is known for its amazing arts program. I want to bring Tristan in. I can't wait to talk to Tristan because I saw a video of you guys and the students singing the song Everyday People by Sly and the Family Stone. So hello, Tristan.
Hello.
Are you part of the band?
Yes, of course I am.
And tell us what instrument you play.
I play the clarinet.
And when did you start playing clarinet?
I started playing it a year ago.
A year ago. And do you enjoy it?
Yep.
What about the clarinet is interesting to you, and why is that your favorite instrument? Why do you enjoy playing the clarinet?
I mean, I find it easy to play because I've experience with playing the recorder, and I find the recorder and the clarinet similar.
And you're enjoying the program, of course, at St. Gabriel?
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. So let's bring Mr. Dodge in. I know it's a song, it's an old song from 1968. Can you tell us a bit about the lyrics?
Yeah, it's actually, when you look at it closely, it's a really fierce anti-racism song, but it's couched in this kind of dancey, sing-along, almost goofy kind of thing. The strongest part of the lyrics is a part where they're talking about, well, there's the blue man who can't get along with the green man who doesn't like the short man who doesn't like. So those are like the more serious lyrics, but it's actually done with the melody of like the na 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 na. So it makes it all really acceptable to listen to, and you can dance to it, and it's really fun. But then when you listen closely, it's a really, really strong anti-racism message.
Mr. Dodge, music as a whole is just a great tool of bringing cultures and people together. Can you tell us, expand on that and tell us how?
How? Well, music takes in from everywhere. My personal musical obsession happens to be the city of New Orleans, where really all of our pop music comes from. As a port city, people would come in from all around the world, and they would bring their musical experiences, and the people in New Orleans would listen to this other music and go, that's very strange. We need to use that in our own music. And it's very concentrated there, and it created a lot of amazing music. But that same experience of taking music from other cultures is common through the world. Every musician, every serious musician listens to other styles of music and tries to bring it into their own experience.
Sure, it certainly is. Thank you. Thank you so much. Naomi, I want to go back to you. Can you talk to us a little bit about why visual arts is so important in our society, especially?
Yeah, well, I mean, the visual arts are a fundamental component of the human experience. The arts reflect the world we live in and the time in which we live. And they help us to understand our history. They help us to understand various cultures, our lives, and the experience of others in a manner that can't, I don't think anyways, really be achieved through other means.
Tristan, I'm curious to know, of course, St. Gabriel seems like a very, very cool school, but I want to hear it in your words and tell us what you like best about school.
I really like how the teachers here are very supporting and encouraging. I also find it very diverse, and I also come from Malaysia, and it feels welcoming here. Kind of, it's like a part of a family.
And it's so important, especially when going to school every single day. Tristan, thanks so much for joining us. I want to end it up by bringing Principal Mr. Daskalakis into the room here. And in regards to diversity and inclusion, I'd like you to tell us why the arts and education are so important at St. Gabriel School.
Well, you see, at St. Gabriel School, all the students have made the connection between the fine arts, or between art education and diversity and inclusion. You see, there's a culture, and every culture has a way of preserving their heritage and lore. What better way to do this through the expression of the fine arts, and that's the diversity of aspect of the whole education. Visual arts, performing arts are basically avenues for this expression, and the ability to embrace the culture is the inclusion. What I say is that St. Gabriel's is that culture, and that particular culture has embraced through the fine arts the expression of the students in basically diversifying and being part of a bigger picture. Basically, St. Gabriel School, as somebody said earlier, that we are a family, and the family, of course, always embraces, has different situations that occur, and the way to express those situations is through the fine arts, and include them in part of your teaching.
Mr. Daskalakis, you must be so proud of your staff and Tristan and all your students. And as you're listening to this interview and your staff and Tristan speak, tell me what was going through your mind as you heard them talking about how the school embraces diversity.
Well, we are a family, and through the teachers and, of course, the students, that family is able to express themselves, and I'm very proud of them in the way they basically present themselves in enhancing the education and learning aspect through culture and through, of course, and diversity, and, of course, allowing the students to express themselves in different ways, and including their way of thinking and their way of presenting. So I'm very, very proud and profound for our students and, of course, the teachers, which makes that all possible.
Thank you so much for everybody at St. Gabriel School for joining us on this very enlightening chat. And as a reminder, again, the kindergarten and elementary school registration week for the 2022-2023 season at the English Montreal School Board is January 31st to February 4th. If you'd like some more information, you can call anytime at 514-483-7200 or hit up their website at emsb.qc.ca. Thanks for watching.